Someone had a party in here last night. I said someone had a party in here last night. Crazy chickens. Oh my gosh. We said goodbye to Kevin this week. He went to a farm down the road from us, and the new family have called him Wilbur. That just had the litter of piglets. She's gone back in with the boar now after 6 weeks with the piglets. She's now moved back to be bred again. I need to check today that my pickets are still in because, like I said previously, when it rains all the pickets go soft in the ground and usually the fence falls over. I just moved them yesterday. Pig, pig. Pig, pig. I think I might just leave it like that because if I fiddle around with it too much, it's all just going to sort of collapse in. So I might just leave it. There is one post over here that needs fixing. It's a bit skewy. It looks like they've really gotten into that when it's been wet. This post here is a bit crazy. The weather's a little crazy today, but it is a blessing in disguise. I didn't edit a video last week. I did do some filming, but I didn't edit it and post it because I had a bit of a rough week actually. It was just the roller coaster that is this place. Can be really hard to, keep motivated and keep going. We went into lockdown on Monday, and that means that all the pig food suppliers that we have that give us free pig food, so they do eat a lot, they all went into lockdown as well, and so all that food stopped. So that meant that we had to start buying food for 14 pigs, and that's not sustainable for us. And Dom and I had a serious talk about selling all the pigs, get rid of all the equipment that we use to house them and raise them, and just get our grower pig. For me, that was really disheartening and sad, because I do like the pigs and I love what we're doing here, and to see them all go would be really sad. But 14 piglets that you have to feed twice a day is just not sustainable for us, so things weren't looking great. On top of that, we weren't sure whether anybody would be able to come and pick up their pigs, even if we could sell them, because of lockdown. And even if I wanted to sell the breeding pigs to get us out of this expensive pickle, I was unsure whether I could sell them during lockdown, and if anybody would come and pick them up. It's already logistically hard, but put a lockdown on top of that, things become a lot harder. So I had a bit of a breakdown, and a really hard start to the week. On top of that, I checked the water tanks, and we were down to less than a quarter in our water tank. We only run off rainwater. The whole farm runs off rainwater. At the moment, we don't have any of the dams hooked up. The horses drink the dam water, but every other animal here drinks tank water. We shower in that, and we also drink that. So because we haven't had a great deal of rain lately, that was really hard. And we were unsure how we were going to get water. We were unsure of how we were going to get water to the pigs. And on top of that, coming into spring, have just planted a whole heap of seedlings and started a whole heap of seeds in the greenhouse. It wasn't a priority, so that would mean that all those seedlings would have to die, and I would have to start again once it rained. Moving forward to the end of the week, I had a lot of offers on the piglets, and we've sold all but 2 of the piglets. We also have sold all of the older piglets from our first litter, and 2 of those are getting butchered on the weekend. And we are still able to pick up that whey that Dom organised last week, so that's a big help. Dom's also been working really hard to hook up another water tank that we have off our house to feed to our drinking water and our showering water, and now we can give water to everybody, and the veggie garden got watered without me having to do anything. So started work on the rock wall this week. Dom moved the bigger rocks into position with the little dingo digger, and I'm going to move the bigger rocks on top in sort of a basket weave sort of fashion. I'm almost getting a dozen eggs a day, and I have at least 3 goose eggs in a nest, so we're not looking too bad. I don't know if you saw that, but those plover birds were swooping me. Chilling. Who lays their eggs in the middle of a paddock anyway? This here is a frame that was a tool hanging shelf, and it has these holes in it. So Dom didn't need it anymore, and I've asked him if he can keep it because I think I'll grow some beans, use it as a trellis and grow some beans on it. So I've got my cow poo there, and I'm going to put some star pickets in with some wire between it to trellis my tomatoes up, because I'm going to have a lot of tomatoes. So the plan is to go on that back row and on that other side all tomatoes. Little bits and pieces popping up here. Cabbages are sort of finishing, cauliflowers are finishing. There's still a few beetroots. Plenty of radishes popping up, finishing off the leeks. Seeds of flowers in this hot mess over here and in this side. So that those two on either side of the greenhouse door there will be flowers, and basil and mint, coriander and things like that. So this side of the greenhouse is all planted. You can see all the seedlings popping up there, and they're just frost hardy greens popping up. So that's great. And now they've got a bit of water, hopefully they'll keep going. And they popped up really fast. Those radishes grow really super quick. I'm going to probably trellis beans along the back here on this mesh frame, and I'm starting on this side, so I've got to get all the grass out and all the weeds out. The mint is just taking over, but I'm going to clean that out, and that will be where I'll plant a lot of the seedlings that are in the house, and also plant a little bit more from seed. These arches will also have my snake beans that I grew last year. I really liked them. And I think I might do cucumbers out here as well. But they'll be really handy this year, because last year was my first year with them. And so I'm excited to get them going. Not looking too bad for the end of winter. I showed you guys last week the plans to put a pumpkin bed in, and Dom's really got cracking on that, so that's going to be great to use. I'm going to put squash and pumpkin in there probably, and it'll just be able to trellis down that hill there and hopefully look really beautiful. I dread rainy days. I used to hate them, you know, and I think a lot of people do, but when you rely on it so much, you just have to enjoy it and just hope that it doesn't stop for a while. Dom finished the kitchen shelves this week so we can put our coffee mugs above our kettle. Let's go. Come on, chickens! Come on, Ed. Come on. Storm's been playing havoc with my electric fencing. They're pretty well, all of the chickens are out. Oh. Come on, Ed. Morning. It's just us. Hey, handsome. Come on, guys. Uh-oh, these plumbers are going to get us again. I don't know where their nest is. Any miracle eggs after the rain last night? Oh, two. I ended up changing these. There was white water, what do you call them? Water tubs in here. I ended up changing to these crates, and I just cut the front out so they can get in there and I can sort of get in there, and it's just a bit more sturdy. They don't move like those other white ones do. Look at these, Ed.
What?
Look at these.
Ah, another one. What are they called?
Are you sure you can hold one?
Yeah.
You promise you won't break it?
I won't break.
You have to hold on to it really carefully and don't let it fall on the ground, okay?
Okay.
Good boy. Let's see if we can crack an egg this morning. All right, everybody. Stay in.
It's for us.
Pardon?
It's for us.
It's for what?
It's for us.
To us.
Yeah.
Trust?
Yeah.
Do I trust you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I trust you as long as you don't purposely throw it on the ground.
Okay, why?
You want to come and say hi to Thor? Just lie down like this. You want an egg?
I think you don't want to eat it.
You don't want to eat the egg? Yeah, nice and cozy. Aren't ya? Hey? Lovely and cozy.
Can be today.
Hello. Hello. What are you doing?
But he's not scaring
Ooh,
us
he's
now.
so handsome, isn't he? I don't think he's going to get up. He's having a little sleep.
But his eyes open.
I don't know if I've showed this before, but this is my chicken waterer. And it's just in a water tub like this. This is one of those pig drinking nipples, just because that's what I had for the pig at one stage. But this, you put it on, you screw it in to the lid there. I just drilled a hole and screwed it in. And when the water runs out, it lifts up and then the water will run out and then it will go down again like that. So it's like a stop cock sort of valve, and it just, so it refills itself. And that is a 20-litre tub. That's a 20-litre tub, and that lasts them about a week. So it means I don't have to refill it, and it's always nice and clean and fresh. And also the dog can drink from that. It's big enough for the dog to drink from in the paddock as well. Dom formed up a drain on the milking stand today. As you can see there's a drain and just some concrete sides, so I can sweep it off and just wash it down really quick and save on some water. The end of the drain, so you can see in the distance there's a plain dirt drain that leads to the veggie garden that has the onions and the potatoes in it, and that's where all the urine and the cow poo water goes to fertilise the garden.